Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And the Utes will put total leather and will get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football, because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Utah's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys.
Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gets it to the back. Nice move there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're bringing heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll take it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Power.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And the Gators will keep this drive going. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just
looking deep down the right side. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Paul, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Finds his big tight end. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll leave it with him. there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Utes want to move quickly. Got it, looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Utes with the 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Second down. Coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Utah. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 2nd down after that incompletion. From the gun, the running back has it.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because
he hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's running free down the middle.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll go to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
At the 37-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
On second down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Utes will snap it on first and 10.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
First down.
Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Across the 25, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. DBs will try to keep everything in front. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense,